So you're struggling with social perception. So normal, so fixable, so healable, let's say. I came across this, and honestly, I come across a lot of these shorts. I don't know why I don't have or show any interest in these kinds of things. It's a lot of like, I mean, the one that I just saw was when you realize how annoying you become, or how annoying you are when you start talking in groups, or when you open yourself up, or whatever. And it's all these videos along the same vein of what I am dubbing delusions of persecution. Now, I understand that delusions of persecution is an actual clinical psychological term and typically is used to describe schizophrenic individuals or people experiencing paranoid personality disorder. And that's not what I'm here to talk about. However, it's possible that this may help you. I just don't know. My point is with this video is to make a statement about these perceptions, about this need and social desire to fit in and to feel like the people around you accept you and that the people around you don't find you undesirable. And for a young man or a young woman, whatever you are, the sensation that you aren't one of those things, that you aren't desirable or you don't fit in, can be extremely debilitating on your psyche and subsequently your desire to participate in a society in which you believe does not truly accept you. And I'm not here to tell you that you need to change, because the problem is not what you already have within you. The problem is anxiety telling you that you are supposed to be a certain way, when really and truly no one thing has dictated that you do need to be one certain way, except for the way that you've absorbed the reactions of other people, typically your caregivers, when you are exposing more vulnerable sides of yourself or more sides of yourself in general. You may think that by engaging in content that further affirms your beliefs in your annoying self, that you are finding community in people who feel similarly to you. But from what I understand about these content creators, though they may have a true connection and a valid connection to these delusions of persecution, where they do believe that other people find them annoying, I also think that it's a way to keep you stuck. And I'll make a video about playing the devil's game, and that's not the devil in Christianity solely, it's the devil across the board, which the devil simply refers to this evil, negative energy that is a part of all of us, that wants to keep you stuck and wants to keep you playing by his rules. Also, I just realized I don't think that the devil is in Christianity, but I'm talking about, maybe it is. I'm talking about like Satan. Like, you can translate this to Christianity. That's the reason why pantheism is the route to go. Okay, I'm going way off topic here, but don't worry, I will make a video about these things too. So when you fall into the trap of the negative mindset, it will do anything and everything to keep you there. And that is why anxiety and depression are so addictive and so lucrative markets to exploit, for sure. Think pharmaceutical pills, think depression content that keeps you stuck, and even the process of depression itself, which its whole job is to tell you that you are totally normal, you don't have depression, it's not there, you are just wrong and bad and like not normal. Okay, so that's where we're going with that. I apologize, clearly I'm having some issues with bringing this out, and that's not surprising to me, because this type of energy, working with it, you either kind of sink or swim. You either kind of get the message out, or it is a difficulty to get there, and I do kind of contemplate like ending videos early because of things like this. But I just want you to know that that in itself is another version of a delusion of persecution, where I believe that it's not okay for me to have warbles in my voice. It's not okay for me to put out content that isn't completely perfect, where I'm not looking at the camera all the time, or I'm drinking or eating or whatever, when in reality, there's no handbook that says that I shouldn't be doing that. There's just a mindset that I've cultivated and the society has cultivated, that YouTube videos are supposed to look a certain way, and that's how you get success. But that's not really true to me. What's true to me is getting off on tangents about pantheism and talking about the devil and, you know, translations of pantheism, and getting back to the topic of delusions of persecution. What is there that keeps you stuck in that mindset that that's what you need to be, or that's who you have to perform as? You will find something when you chase an ideal that is not for you, which is, I need to shut myself down in order to pander to other people. But I just made a video about that the other day, talking about self-worth and talking about this need that you must have to find worth in yourself despite the things and the stories that other people have told you. And delusions of persecution is no different. When you are just constantly thinking that you need to change yourself in order to be accepted by other people, you're not going to be accepted by other people. Your alter ego, who is not truly you, is going to be accepted by other people. And isn't that a less satisfying life anyway? I'm not saying that it's not awful to go through life lonely, and it's not awful to feel anxiety and depression and to feel like you're alone, because truly that's how it feels. But how much more alone are you when you lose yourself as well as your friends and as well as your family and as well as, you know, society? Like, how much worse is it to just accept the fact that, well, I mean, if nobody loves me, I guess I won't love me either. Like, that's just so sad to me. And I don't think that you deserve that. I think that you deserve to find peace and happiness in yourself. And I think that you deserve to know that you alone, even if you're alone, even if you are annoying or cringy or whatever, that you still deserve to have the basic decency and the basic semblance of a self-identity, which is one that does not believe that you are less lovable just because you're annoying. Like, being annoying is one, subjective, but also a part of the human experience. And a part of the human experience is not one to be thrown away in the trash. A part of the human experience, any part, even the devilish aspects, even the negativity that you might experience on a daily basis, even the persecution that you may face at the hands of other people or at the hands of yourself, they're not things to be tossed aside. They're things to be examined, deconstructed, healed, and resolved. And I think that that's my whole point here, that you have the power to find in yourself healing through examining what is going on in your mind, why you think that you need to be somebody else, why you think that you're annoying, why you think that you can't be loved even when you're annoying. Because I love my annoying partner, and my partner loves annoying me. And I think that that is kind of the basis for this. I love myself even when I'm annoying. I love when I'm cringe. I love when I'm embarrassed. I love, like, silly things. I love thinking about, or I love the way that I think about myself when I think about, is this person, like, thinking like, you know, shit talking me because they see a certain blah 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 about me. Granted, I don't really think about that stuff that much anymore. But the little anxiety thoughts, like, they're there. They're just not super tangible or super, like, you know, well, tangible was the word that I wanted to use there. But they're fleeting, but they still matter because they're still happening. And just because the thought is, you know, like, quiet doesn't make it less important. And you, as a person, exploring yourself, exploring life, exploring what it means to be human, you will come across times in life where the bad thoughts have their way with you more often than the good thoughts do. You have times in your life where you're on a journey of being challenged for you know, self-growth purposes, because that's all we're really here to do, right? There's no true purpose to humanity. You could even say that growing is also not part of like not a set in stone part of humanity. But two, when you compare your life to those of animals or plants, or other humans, you will find a similar theme that is growth. You will find a similar theme that is survival. You will find a similar theme that is moving towards the desire for abundance. And I think that that is where I'm coming from when I say that you must understand that this too shall pass. This too is a part of your journey. This too is something that will teach you something down the road. That this is a part of being human. Anxiety is a part of being human. Anxiety is nothing more than whatever we allow it to be. And what anxiety is in these moments that feels so very difficult for you and so very frustrating is a like whining fucking mosquito in your ear telling you that you need to be a certain way when it doesn't even have a like embodiment. It's nothing. It's it's just like it's a debilitation that once you find the freaking like force in your legs to jump over, it becomes little more than a past pattern of yours that you realize didn't really have all that much weight to it anyway. That the voices didn't really have all that much reason anyway, but you gave them that reason because you thought that they were trying to, you know, lead you down a path of enlightenment, which in a way it is. In a way, yes, the fact that you have had anxiety, the fact that you've had depression, the fact that you think about these things is a path towards enlightenment, a path towards growth. And it's true that you must honor the presence of anxiety in that way, because the presence of anxiety led you down that path. Without it, you wouldn't be there. And it is a blessed thing to have something that you can give credit towards when you think about when you think forward and think back about where your journey went when you were like in the middle stages or early stages of your growth. I do not mean to diminish or dismiss the absolute debilitation that is anxiety. This is not true. What I'm saying is that you will come to realize that it was nothing more than a hurdle, and you will come to realize that you are much, much stronger than any voice in your head that speaks to you of delusions of persecution. I truly, truly hope that this helped you. Again, I would never want to minimize your pain, because your pain is valid and your pain is real. But coming from one person and coming from somebody who's known many people with anxiety and also known them to go through it, you are much stronger than you think. You are much more capable than you think. You are much more connected than you think. And you are not bad. You are not evil. You are not negative. You are not any of those things unless you allow the delusions of persecution to overwhelm the rationality that I know exists within you. Because we don't go through life thinking one thing all of the time throughout our entire lives. We go through life pushing and feeling and trying to figure it out. And sometimes the things that we feel out, when we push down on them, it clicks on a light for us. And that light is what I want you to follow. And I know that you know what that light is, because that light looks like love. That light looks like relief. Finally, I'm not feeling awful about myself. Finally, I feel calm. Finally, I feel grounded, at peace, whatever it is. Finally, this is nice. It's nice to be around this person. It's nice to be around myself. It's nice to eat this food, to drink this water, to do these things, to sleep, to wake up, to feel the sun. I say these things in all my videos because these are simple pleasures that most, if not all of us, can experience, and most, if not all of us, can follow into our ultimate destiny, which is love and light and abundance. So thank you very much for being here. I love you so very much. Goodbye.